In 2019, Audi introduced the e-tron, their first electric vehicle, an SUV that has since spawned an entire EV family of SUVs, the Q4 and now the Q6. This is the 2025 Q6 e-tron, available both as a regular traditional SUV and also in a fancier sportback coupe-styled form, and also available as an Q6 e-tron with more power and faster acceleration, and soon to come an RS Q8. So this one is going to go all the way. Now this is their all-new second generation EV platform known as PPE. What you need to know about that is that it's been improved upon in every way. The electric motors, front and rear, the batteries, their size, their weight, their temperature management, how they precondition, the total range, the energy density, all of that has been baked into this new PPE platform, and that's going to benefit the owner. 295 miles of EV range here in the Prestige trim because it's on 20-inch wheels. That's always an important decision when buying an EV, wheel and tire size. So some of these will get over 300 miles, but this one, like I said, 295, which is excellent. Because for me personally, when choosing an EV in 2025, 300 miles of EV range is kind of the starting point for me. Now this one is built upon an 800-volt architecture. So this one is going to be capable of faster charging times and even faster down the line, Audi says. Currently 270 kilowatts is the rate. So when you pull into that fast charge station, you can look for the faster ones, not the 350s necessarily, but up to 270. And that will make this car charge from 10 to 80% in approximately 20 minutes. But because of its 100 kilowatt hour battery, which is a large one, this one could take up to 14 hours at a level 2 charger. The 9 kilowatt onboard charger is going to be upgraded also down the line up to 19 kilowatts, as many EV manufacturers make that an option for even faster level 2 charging. One of the things I've always loved about the Audi electrics is that they offer charge port doors on both sides. So you get one here on the driver's side, which is motorized, and it will open here in a second, I'm sure. You just kind of press it here, and it's a little slow. But on this side, you get the fast charging capabilities in addition to the level 2. And once you unplug the cable, it automatically closes. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tap here. And then on the passenger side, same thing except without the DC charging capabilities. This one here, level 2 style. And that is just fine. On the inside, you're going to find all new multimedia interfaces called E-Cubed. This is the debut of the new Audi system. You sit in here, everything automatically turns on. Another EV hallmark these days. And there is a physical start-stop button down here as well. Big screens, even a screen for the passenger in this trim. And this one would allow the passenger to watch video. So that is hazed out from the driver so as not to be distracting. And my review of this so far, 1 week in, is that it's confusing, but it's new, so I'm going to cut it some slack. Maybe if I had a little more time with it. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I feel like a lot of the icons in here are just kind of nonsensical. I've actually had to go to the owner's manual, which is something I rarely have to do when I'm test driving a vehicle, to look up some of these things, but I've been able to find, for the most part, what I'm looking for. And this one also has a new voice assistant. Hey, Audi.
How can I assist you?
I need directions to the local EV charger. We'll see how
Korea in Albany. Would you like to start route guidance?
No. So we'll just cancel that. But you can see how that works. So this one is an Android-based system. It is not Google built in, but Android-based. And it's much quicker. There's a lot of features in here. You can hit this tab here to kind of see a whole list of the icons. But just a tad confusing, as the Germans tend to be in that regard. The drive select button down here will open up the world of balance, dynamic, comfort, efficiency, even off-road and an off-road plus mode, though Audi is quick to point out that this is indeed no off-road vehicle, though it does have the air suspension, so you can raise the body up from both inside the vehicle here and from the cargo area for easier loading or towing. This one is capable of towing over 4,000 pounds. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds here with a launch control mode at over 450 horsepower from the dual motors is impressive, but this is an EV in 2025, so it doesn't feel crazy fast, but that's okay. SQ6 will cut that number down, and the RSQ8, or RSQ6, when that comes out, I'm sure will be even much quicker than that. The buttons up here too are actual buttons. You can kind of hear them click. So that's kind of reassuring, and you can configure this display here in a multitude of ways. Again, I don't find it to be particularly easy. I've been kind of fumbling around this week looking for things, but again, perhaps with a little more time, that would work. I wish you could see the head-up display. I know this is not really coming out on camera, but the head-up display here is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably the best one I've ever seen. It has that depth of field, so everything appears to be down the road, so your eye focus isn't constantly changing. It's animated. It shows you not only the speed limit of the road you're on, but the one you're about to be on. I even stopped at a red light the other day, and it gave me a countdown timer as to when the light was going to go from red to green. So head-up display here is 100%. Okay, shall we check out the back seats? Again, this is the middle child sandwiched between the Q4 and the Q8, and as such, it's got great room. I think this is the size most people are going to want. And in the Prestige trim, you get this beautiful panoramic roof. There are sunshades here. And also, I should point out that right here, built into this headrest, are speakers for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. So the driver here can listen to some of those commands, say from the navigation system or a personal phone call, that the other drivers don't really need to hear. Infiniti started that, I believe, and now Audi has picked that up here. So plenty of room back here. I wish the seats were perhaps a little more elevated theater style, so I wasn't looking directly into the back of this fixed headrest here, but other than that, it looks great. Very clean, lots of screens, few buttons, and that is the EV world these days for sure. So taking a look at the cargo area, again, it's nicely cut, as Audi likes to do. Nicely squared off, right? Nice and deep. You also have the option of raising and lowering the body from back here and dropping the seats down. And then, of course, I always love to see a nice little grocery bag hook for convenience purposes. So the Q6 e-tron and the SQ6 e-tron are going to be excellent choices in this segment. I wish the ride quality was perhaps a little softer. I thought with the air springs it would be. Can tend to be a little firm over rough roads, but otherwise this has that dynamic driving, the quietness, the prestige that comes with an Audi model like this. I've really quite enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what comes next for the PPE platform. So check it out. If you're in the market for a new EV, this one is a good one. For Test Drive Now, I'm Steve Hammis.